Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the latest episode of the My Football Writer podcast. Whether you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on Spotify and wondering, why did I just hear the Mastermind theme from the mid-2000s? Well, that's what today's episode is. It's another international break quiz because we have no idea what to talk about over the last week because nothing happened. So we're back with a quiz. All four of us are back for the first time in a very long time. So as Jack gives a little dance, we're all very happy and we're not going to have a sing-song just yet. But Jack, as always, is our quiz master. So I will hand over to the man himself to let him explain what we're doing today.
Hello. No bolognese today or no toast today. We're doing some sensible quizzing. We're doing the familiar format of Mastermind. All three of our contestants here today will have one round of a specialist subject and followed by a round of general knowledge about Norwich City, not general knowledge. I wouldn't expect Will to answer questions about the 100 Years' War. I don't think that's his cup of tea. Now he's shaking his head. So, with the first contestant, please step up to the podium. That's you, Henry. So, say hello.
Yeah, that's me. Hello. Sorry, to make a change, I think my internet is awful. I've had so many connection problems, but yeah, hopefully we can get through this.
Your name, please.
Henry Miller.
Your occupation? This is what they do in Mastermind. They ask what you
want to be journalist.
Oh, he's lagging. He's lagging.
Want to be journalist. Yeah, I'm like.
Oh dear.
We'll be fine. Henry, can you hear us now?
I can, yes.
Okay. All right. So,
Jack.
And yours, William.
I personally think because Henry is lagging, I say he gets another 5 seconds onto his time. I think it's more fair, right?
I can back that.
Okay.
Yes.
Or 10.
Yes, man.
Okay. We haven't even started the quiz and it's chaos. Fantastic. Anyway, let's completely start again. Forget the first 3 minutes. What is your name?
Henry Miller.
And your occupation?
Journalist.
And your specialist subject?
Norwich City woman.
Oh, this is so bad. Apologies for anyone listening or watching. This is just what it is. Henry's rolling with the punches. So you
Oh, I love YouTube so much.
Let's get through Henry. Let's get through Henry's questions. He might be able to answer them, to be honest. Really, time is irrelevant. Let's just go for it. So you have 2 minutes on Norwich City's women's team, starting from whenever you can hear this. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, okay, we're not bad now. All right, starting now. Question 1. Norwich's last home win came against which opposition?
Actonians in the plate.
Correct. Who is Norwich's club captain for this season?
Megan Todd.
Correct. Question 3. At which stadium did the women's team play home matches before formally moving to the Nest in the 2021 season?
Plantation Park.
Correct. Who did Norwich beat in the 2023-24 County Cup final?
Mulbarton Wanderers.
Wroxham. Norwich appointed Flo Allen as general manager in June 2022. Who did she spend the entirety of her playing career with?
Bristol City.
Correct. Norwich City women their last victory at Carrow Road came against which opposition?
Ashford Town.
Cambridge United. Who scored a screamer in a 2-2 draw against QPR, also in front of a Carrow Road crowd?
Ellie Smith.
Rachel Lawrence. Who scored last season's goal of the season for a sumptuous free kick outside of the box versus Ashford Town?
Ellie Smith. I don't know.
Alice Parker. Who is the top goal scorer so far this campaign?
Shannon Shaw.
Natasha Snelling. Who won the Player of the Month for October? I'll start so I'll finish. Who won the Player of the Month for October?
That was Shannon Shaw.
Correct. So, time's up. And after that round, we managed to get through, I think, 11 questions. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct answers. So you scored 5.
Respectable. I'm happy with that.
Would the next contestant please step up to the podium? Yep. Love that. Your name, please.
Will Grant.
Occupation.
Beer enthusiast and youth football fanatic.
And your specialist subject.
Norwich City youth players. Hopefully, Jack, from 2021. I hope so.
2 minutes.
Horrible human being. I thought Clive Murray was nice.
Clive Murray is a wonderful gentleman. However, I am not Clive Murray, very clearly. 2 minutes on the clock for Norwich City's Academy, starting now. Oh God. Which player has played the most Premier League 2 minutes this season so far?
It should be Uriah JJ.
Correct. Which Academy graduate, now playing for Leiston, made 4 appearances for Jamaica?
Spencer Keller.
Jamal Loza. Who was last season's top scorer in the Premier League 2?
For Norwich?
Yes. Sorry.
It was Kennaboa.
Correct. Who is the Academy's head of football development?
Dean Rastrick.
Correct. Norwich under-18s lost their unbeaten run against Chelsea on the 9th of November. Who scored their one consolation goal?
For Norwich, it was Toby Chilvers.
Correct. Which Dereham-born Academy player went on to make 45 senior Premier League appearances for Norwich?
Todd Cantwell.
Correct. For which nation does under-18 goalkeeper Jack Ruddy represent?
Wales.
Correct. From which side did Norwich sign Gabriel Forsyth in June 2020?
Hamilton.
Correct. Who captained Norwich during their FA Youth success in 2013?
Karen McGeehan.
Correct. Norwich under-18s lost 9-0 to Arsenal in April. Which goalkeeper started that match?
Oh, that's horrible. Henry Bullen.
Correct. Who is Norwich's most expensive youth academy sale after an estimated 12.5 million sale in September 2020?
2020. Gosh. Jamal Lewis.
Correct. My time has gone off, but I'll start. I've started, so I'll finish, is what he usually says. Haha. Let me see. Which side did Jonathan Tompkinson make 23 appearances for on loan last season?
Bradford City.
Correct. That, I think... Oh, actually, no, it wasn't quite a clean sweep. You missed question 2. But apart from that, that was 11 points. William
Thank you.
Grant.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Would our next contestant please step up
Pressure's on.
to the podium? Hello, mustache man. I don't know your name. And your name is?
Frederick Humphrey Wakefield.
Your occupation?
MFW YouTube host, Horsham Football Club commentator, and Primark
go on.
sales assistant.
Right. I didn't need your CV.
Extra point.
I didn't need your CV. And your specialist subject?
Norwich City FIFA Ultimate Team cards.
Well, it is technically that, but I have generally done Norwich in FIFA, so it's not just Ultimate Team. So let's hope you've played a bit of career mode as well. Again, you have 2 minutes on Norwich City on FIFA starting now. Oh God, this has gone wrong. Hang on. I'll start the clock again. It's fine.
I was going to say it's a shambles. Running down my clock.
Yeah, it's my notes on my phone. I'm not Clive Myrie. Clive Myrie would have an assistant. We don't have enough money for an assistant. But funny you should say that. We are looking for a sponsor of the My Football Writer YouTube channel. So if you're interested, please get in touch with Gary Gowers. Get on with the quiz, shall we?
Yes.
Hey, I've got to keep plugging it. Your time officially starts now. What was the name of the generic stadium
Ivy
used
Lane.
to host? Correct. Which current squad player has the lowest pace of any base card in
Ashley
the Norwich
Barnes.
squad? Shane Duffy. Pookie was awarded an iconic Player of the Month card in August 2019. But how many goals did he score in that month in real life?
4.
5. FIFA 23 awarded Norwich with 3 gold cards. Krull, Pookie, and which other player?
23? We didn't have Krul and Pookie in 23. Buendia.
Isaac Hayden. Which first team star has had their rating increased by 5 since the game has released in September from an overall of 59?
50. Pass.
In FIFA 20, Norwich had 1 player with a base potential of 85. Who was that player?
Christos Solis.
Max Aarons. Who was the last Norwich player to earn themselves a Team of the Week inform card?
Borja Sainz.
Correct. Who was the highest rated signing for Norwich last season with an overall of 76?
Christian Fastnacht.
Correct. Signed in 2020, which former player became one of Norwich's statistically fastest player with sprint speed of 94 and acceleration of 93?
Zebiswav.
Correct. Who currently in FC 25 has the highest overall potential of any former Norwich player?
Max Aarons.
I've cheated you there. It's Harry Kane. My time has gone off. I'll start, so I'll finish. Question 11. Josh Sargent has an FC 25 overall of 74, but of the 6 main attributes on his silver card, which of these does he rank highest?
Shooting.
Correct. So we managed to get through 11 questions, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points and 1 pass. You passed on question 5. Which first team player has seen their rating increase by 5? It's Kellen Fisher.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So 5 points for you. So you're level on Henry. However, you've all got some ground to make up if you're going to beat dear William Grant, who is smoking you all, quite frankly, with 11 points. I smell a bucket hat. But now we go on to the general knowledge round. So will our first contestant please come up to the podium?
Here we go.
This is usually in the show where they have general chit chat about whatever's going on in their lives. So Henry, what's going on in your lives? Did the women's team win today?
They didn't. No, they lost against QPR. That's their second loss in a row. I think they've gone 6 without win now in the league as well. So they've had 4 draws and then 2 consecutive losses. So yeah, it's all gone to pot. And if Andy Cook wasn't under pressure last week, he definitely is now.
Well, you've had a chat with him, haven't you? And you seem to say he was a lovely bloke, but then again, Chris Hooton was a lovely bloke. So,
yeah,
what are your assessments?
He does seem like a really nice bloke, and like you said, and he does seem like a really genuine character as well. And you can see why he's had the career he's had in management so far. But for whatever reason, it's just not clicking with Norwich this season. I don't really know why. I know Megan Todd has had quite a long injury, and she's now coming back from that injury. And Ellie Smith is out until the new year. But to be honest, we're not just 2 players. You know, we're quite a good team, probably the best team in the league on paper. So it doesn't matter that we've had those players out. We still should be winning games. And to have not won in 6 league games is disgraceful, to be honest.
Well, let's hope everyone associated with Norwich City, whatever team they are, improves their form drastically. So we've got some general knowledge questions about Norwich City for you. Same format, 2 minutes on the clock. Your Wi-Fi has improved. So
I like to think so, yeah.
Let's all pray for Henry's Wi-Fi as we delve into, I want to make sure I've got my notes right, general knowledge. So 2 minutes on the clock, and you can pass, by the way, and it will hold, and you can, if you don't know the answer, if you want to get through the questions. I've done 14 in total, so you haven't managed to get right to the bottom, so that's good. But let's crack on. 2 minutes of general knowledge starting now. Based on the site FOTMob, which Norwich player has the highest rating this season with an overall rating of 7.33?
Borja Sainz.
Callum Doyle. From which side did Norwich sign Wes Hoolahan in 2008?
Blackpool.
Correct. Norwich's highest ever margin of victory in any senior fixture was an 8-0 FA Cup victory against which current League Two team?
They're not in the League Two. They're in the National League. It's Sutton United.
Correct.
Oh.
I thought they were in League Two, but anyway.
They got relegated last season.
Oh, that's a shame. Which side did Norwich beat in their 1985 Milk Cup triumph at Wembley?
Sunderland.
Correct. Who was Norwich's first ever manager from the Republic of Ireland?
Martin O'Neill.
Chris Hooton. After an innocuous push into a Carrow Road camera pit in December 2015, Arsene Wenger claimed Alexis Sanchez could have been killed. Who was that player who pushed him?
Ryan Bennett.
Correct. That's elite, that. As it stands, Norwich's last away victory in the league came at which stadium?
CBS Arena in Coventry.
Pride Park. Which chief executive left in February 2017 after falling out with Delia Smith?
David McNally.
Jez Moxey.
Oh, of course. Of course, it's
Which
Jez Moxey.
company was the main shirt sponsor during their promotion in the 03-04 season?
Lotus Cars.
Proton. And one final one, because the time has just gone off. Which television personality, author, and all-round genius was director of the club from 2010 to 2016?
Stephen Fry.
Correct. So, admirable effort, Henry. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 5 in total, which brings your total score to 10, which means you can't quite catch William, even if he were to get all of his general knowledge questions wrong, which I don't think he will. Freddie, if you want to retain your hat trick, or not retain, if you want to get a hat trick, you're going to have to graft or hope that Will has all of a sudden forgotten everything. I haven't deliberately done Will any hard questions either. So will the next contestant please come up to the podium? Yes. Hi, William. How have all the youth teams been getting on? From my research, obviously saw that the under-21s weren't doing too well, and the under-18s had been on a good run, but then fluffed it a little bit.
Yeah, mate, that's correct, really. It's been a very, very hard spell for the 21s recently. Partly due to quite a streamlined squad, due to players with the first team, it kind of creates like a ripple effect. But it's just not been good enough recently. Although 2 of those sides were against Danish leaders, Nordland in their league, in the youth league, and Man City as well. But it's just been quite a difficult spell for the 21s, and it's just going to be quite a transitional, I think, end to the season, really. But 18s are doing really well. A lot of good players in that group for the future, really. So looking forward to seeing how they get along in the years to come.
I quite like the look of, there's a guy called HGV or HVG or something, Valencia Gomez or someone in the under-18s. Is that right? What's his name? Heavy goods vehicle.
That's also Henry's favourite.
There we go. Well, you've got 11 points from your specialist subject, which is pretty phenomenal. We'll start you off with your general knowledge questions. 2 minutes on the clock, starting now. Who currently holds the record for the most Premier League goals for Norwich City?
Grant Holt.
Chris Sutton. Norwich lost 7-1 on the opening day of the 09-10 season, but what was the result in the reverse fixture at Colchester?
5-1 Norwich?
Oh, it was 5-0. Onel Hernandez has been loyal to his shirt number of 25. Apart from the 1920 season, which squad number did he have instead?
11.
Correct. Which graduate of the Barcelona Academy did Norwich sign for an initial £2.5 million in 2016?
Oh, gosh. 2016. Pass.
Which former Shadow Chancellor and Strictly star was chairman of the board from 2015 to 2018? Correct. On Derby Day in 1996, Norwich's goal scorer that day had dyed their hair green, especially for the fixture. Who was this front man?
Pass.
Who scored the first goal in all competitions for Johannes Hoftorp's Norwich?
So it'd be the first goal scorer in the Blackburn game, which was. Oh no, was it Stevenage? Oh, it was Stevenage, I think, wasn't it? Who scored the first? I'm going to go for Abu Kamara.
Correct. Which rapper provided a good luck charm after donning a Norwich shirt during their performance at Radio
Snoop
1's
Dogg.
Big Weekend? Correct. To which side did Norwich eventually... my time's gone off. I've started, so I'll finish. To which side did Norwich eventually sell Milo Rashica for nearly half the money we spent on him?
We sold him to. Wasn't it Besiktas?
Correct. And after that round, you got 2 wrong. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. You passed on 2. Question number 4: which graduate at the Barcelona Academy did Norwich sign for an initial £2.5 million? Do any of the other contestants want to have a pop?
It's Sergi Canos.
Sergi Canos is the right answer. No points though, but all good fun. Question 6: on Derby Day, the goal scorer dyed his hair green. Who is it?
Ewan Roberts.
Jamie Curran.
Jamie Curran.
I wasn't born, so I was going to pass on that. Sorry, guys, for my poor lack of knowledge there.
That's Norwich folklore, that is, William. So 5 on that round.
Anyway.
Henry, is it not Norwich folklore?
It is, yeah. And it was in the Big Grant Holt song when he did the one by
Typical
Billy Joel.
Norwich season.
We didn't start the fire. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, but I swear to God, I don't think I've seen that on like Twitter or anything, unless I'm going completely blind. Like that rings no bells to me whatsoever.
Well, 5 points in that round, 11 in the previous. So that takes your total up to an impressive 16 points.
Bloody hell.
So, mountain to climb if anyone is going to steal that bucket hat from you. Would the next contestant please step up to the podium?
Okay, right. Here we go
then. How's Tim Closer?
He was really good. No, it was very lovely to speak to him. He was phenomenal, a very kind man who had a lot of time to speak about his time at Norwich. So that was very, very nice.
And again, for anyone who's got this far and they haven't watched our Tim Closer exclusive, it's the last video, and you can look it up. Freddie and his mustache look radiant, and Tim in his weirdly flashy living room. Not flashy in like a posh sense. There were lots of lights going on. I don't know if he lives in a police station, but he probably lives in Dis police station, let's be honest. Why would you ever want to move out of Dis? It's a fantastic, fantastic town. So you have, from the previous round, 5 points. You have to get, if I do my maths correct, you need to get 9 points on this. So you need to be on top form. Are you feeling warm? Are you feeling ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's doable.
This is actually going to be much quicker than most of our traditional podcasts. It's not going to be an hour long, so that's good. You don't have to sit through watching all of our faces. You can go to bed and you can put up your Christmas tree. Unlike Freddie, who already has. It's mid-November.
Jack, who puts their Christmas tree up before they go to bed?
Father Christmas might come early, who knows? Right. You have 2 minutes on general knowledge, starting from now. Which animal did Aviva use as their mascot during their sponsorship of the club?
Lima.
Correct. Norwich spent an estimated £7 to £8 million under Alex Neil for which attacker who currently plays for League One Exeter?
Exeter. Wildschut.
Correct. Who is currently Norwich's all-time record signing for a defender?
Tim Closer.
Correct. Which former player and Canary Call summariser is an ex-teammate of Zinedine Zidane after playing in the 1990s?
Cedric Onselin.
Correct. Delia Smith dumbfounded the footballing world with an infamous halftime rallying cry in the 04-05 season, but who was the opposition that day?
Manchester City.
Correct. Which interim manager enjoyed a 50% win rate across 10 matches during his tenure in 2017?
Alan Irvine.
Correct. Which current squad player made one appearance for the Austria under-20 team in
Ashley Barnes.
2008? Correct. Which Cantley-born Norwich fan has 30 tennis Grand Slam titles, 1 gold medal and an
Alfie
OBE?
Hewitt.
Correct. Which Liverpool attacker scored 4 goals against us in one season, knocking us out of both cup competitions?
Luis Suarez.
Takumi Minamino. Despite Carlo Nash's protest vote, who actually won the Barry Butler Trophy following the 13-14 season?
Seb Basson.
Robert Snodgrass. Norwich City famously defied the odds by beating Bayern Munich in 1993's UEFA Cup. Which opposition did they beat in the round before?
Vitesse Arnhem.
Correct. Norwich bitterly lost the 2002 playoff final to Birmingham. In which stadium was the final played?
Millennium Stadium.
Correct. Time has just gone off. I will tell you the final question. In December 2015, the club launched an investigation after a video emerged of a player uppercutting a member of the public. Who was this player?
Cameron Jerome.
It was John Ruddy.
I never would have got that. I never knew that happened.
Do you not remember that? Oh, that was iconic. So it could be very tense. It was a very good run. So let me just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's done it. All right, no, actually, I think he needed 11.
Oh, it's level. Isn't it level? I swear I thought I needed I think it was either 10 or 11 to tie. I think Will's done it.
Yeah, so I got 16. How much did you get first round, Freddie?
I got 15 in total. You've done me by a point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. That takes your total to 50. Yeah, William by 1 point. William Grant.
Will
Is the Norwich City mastermind.
I'm back and kicking, and Freddie's crown is finally coming to Wroxham.
Oh dear boy!
It's coming to Wroxham, baby. Oh yes. Oh, look at that thing of beauty. Look at it.
We're not sponsored by the Soccer Council. I just really like them. So, William Grant, do you have any final words after your astounding victory?
I'm absolutely buzzing, mate, because I think my first quiz podcast we done, I think I did an absolutely shambolic effort, like sticking out the gaff. So thankfully, I redeemed myself, and that youth round of blooming hell, that clutched up, because I was counting how much Freddie was getting, and it was close.
And you know what? No penalties for swearing. We've all done very, very well. We haven't even considered the existence of Jay Bothroyd. Henry, we've spoken about this in therapy. We've spoken about this. And now your Wi-Fi decides to work. So, yes. In third place, Henry Miller with 10 points. Silver medal with 15. Frederick Humphrey Mustache Wakefield. And, gold medal to William Grant. Let's hope some of that winning stardust can brush off on the men's team, the women's team, the under-21s, the under-18s, the groundsmen, just anyone. We just need a win, man.
Yeah, wouldn't mind it. That would be quite nice. Trying to think who our next game actually is.
West Brom.
West
No,
Brom
there we go.
away.
West Brom. Well, they've not been in the best form as
Would
of
Jack be
late.
there for that one? I think he was.
No,
Do you want a bucket hat or not, William?
I do, mate, but it's about time you pull your weight, mate, and go to these games.
No, come on. Let's leave it. Come on, we're still on record. We're not meant to be doing talk like this when we're on record. That's not right. We need to sign off before we start talking like this. Otherwise, the viewers will get scared and they'll wonder why people are fighting over attendances at matches. But anyhow, that was probably the shortest podcast episode we'll ever do. So hopefully that actually has retained some attention span for people who have watched this just pure quizzing brilliance. And another big thanks to Jack for writing out the quiz. He took all the time to get all of those questions. So no, we have to give him a warm round of applause for being our quiz master once again and getting everyone through that international break. So it's goodbye for now. Will Grant has gone from 0 to hero in these quizzes, and he's knocked myself off the perch to win a lovely yellow and green reversible bucket hat. Henry,
Until March.
Yeah, I'm sure Henry will get one more than soon enough. We'll see you again for a quiz in March. We'll see you for the next podcast in a week's time, or whenever all four of us are back together, or 3, or even 2, maybe. We'll wait and see. It's goodbye for now, and we'll see you in the next video of ours or next podcast of ours on either YouTube or Spotify.